Hello, I'm Carla from Art with Katie. Welcome to my channel. Yes, this is the time of the month that I wait for the most, the planning of a new video. So here we are, ready to plan December of 2021. Wow, this year happened so very fast, but we're here and we're ready. Last year, I got inspired by a song, 911 by Lady Gaga. It's such a powerful song, and it got me all kinds of inspired, and I created one of the planning that I've loved and will feel proud of the most. So if you haven't seen that video, please go ahead and visit that video after we finish here, because I know you're gonna like it. So this year I thought that I needed to follow that tradition of using music to create a new planning theme. You know, I usually go for art movements, or sometimes I also use even like series and things that I like, but I'm also really passionate about music. And this time I selected something that was a little bit like mystical, magical, something that had to do with, things that were, bright and felt very New Yearly, if you know what I mean. And I was thinking something with gold and silver and a little bit of bling, and I was playing around in my head with moons and stars, and then I suddenly got it. And there's this song by a Spanish group that I admire named Mecano. They have this lovely song called Hijo de la Luna, Son of the Moon, that was translated into so many languages. And I thought that that needed to be the theme of my video. So here we are, and we're gonna plan with that song. If you haven't listened to that song, I'm gonna talk to you a little bit throughout the video, but you have to go and check it out. Again, I know that it's being translated into French and I think Italian as well. And Spanish is simply my favorite and the original language, and it's just so beautiful. And it talks or gives you this tale or story about this gypsy that couldn't have children and asked the moon to, be blessed with a child. And then there's a whole story of what happened because of the wish that she asked for. They say for a reason that we should be careful with what we wish for. You know that in this channel I share with you everything that I know about bullet journaling, art, productivity, organization, and apparently some music. Thank you for liking my videos, sharing them with your friends, and of course for subscribing by clicking that bell below. If you've been visiting my channel for a while, you know that I always follow a makeup tutorial so that I look glamorous and pretty for you. This time it was a video by Rebecca, and I love the makeup tutorial that she created for us. It's a Halloween makeup look, which you know that I toned down a little bit so it doesn't look that Halloween-y, and it looks more like New Yearly. I'm always leaving the links for those videos that I mentioned in the description box, as well as a list of materials that I use for my videos. And now that I'm talking about materials, I actually wanted to do a challenge this month, and that was to plan for the first time ever in a black journal. And I thought I had one. I really did thought that I had bought one, because I know that I see them, I'm like so tempted to have a black journal, but then I'm like, maybe not for, planning the whole year, but maybe a month or so. And I thought that this was this month. And apparently I didn't buy the journal, which is a shame. But, because there's so many materials here in my house, I just decided to then get really creative and find a way to make that happen using black paper. So now you're gonna see me in action, not only planning, but also being creative with my materials so that I can have that black journal that I wanted to get. So let's see how all this turns out. Now that we're ready, let's go get our materials. If you need so, get your snack, get something to drink, and I'll see you at the end of the video. Hijo de la Luna, or Son of the Moon, is a song by the Spanish group Mecano, who mainly played techno-pop. It was published in 1986 and officially released in July 1987 in Spain, and in the United States it was released in September and October of that same year. It is the fifth and last single of the album Entre el cielo y el suelo. This song has proven to have many meanings, some of solitude and tragedy. People have many varied dreams, and depending on who we are, we believe that these dreams will bring us happiness and satisfaction. Some women, for example, they would like to have power and command. Others dream of true love. Some others of fortune and motherhood. And every single dream is valid and so respectable. And they have a very special meaning for each person. But what sometimes is really interesting is the ways that we try to reach said dreams. In a folkloric sense, this song is based in a gypsy legend, with the belief of many different cultures have regarding the moon. The narrative tells us how a gypsy falls in love with a man that belongs to another tribe. And according to gypsy law, their love was impossible. So in a moment of desperation, the woman asks the moon for her to be able to be with the man she loves. And the moon answers her, but tells her that in exchange of giving her the man she loves, she will have to give the moon her firstborn. So the gypsies run away and they get married. And later on, they have a baby boy. The thing is, this baby boy is so white, and his eyes are really gray, which is everything they were not, since they have brown skin and eyes the color of olives. The gypsy man feels betrayal by her, so he takes a knife and kills his wife. And then he takes the baby and leaves it in the forest. And that's how the moon takes over caring for him and protects him. So you can see how the lyric speaks of solitude and desperation. There is a part of the song in which the moon speaks and explains to the child that he will be better with her, rather than with a woman that will let him go because of the love she has for a man. But it isn't only the gypsy woman who was lonely, because the moon certainly considered her wish because she was also lonely and wanted to be a mother. So there's a lot of meaning in this song, because when you put aside everything that has to do with folklore, you can really see what's happening here, and it's the murder of a woman. She was killed by her husband because he believed that she was unfaithful. And it was mainly because of the dark lyrics of this song that I decided that using black paper was very suiting. Sadly, like I was telling you, I realized that I never got that black journal. But you can see here how certainly using black paper can help you a lot. It might not be a complete black journal, but I'll certainly be using my white gel pen to write on these black pieces of paper. In a way, I'm loving how this is coming out, because I can have everything that I want in my notebook at the same time that I have the black paper that I wanted to include in one of my plannings. And I have to say that I'm loving how the metallic and glitter markers are making the designs stand out. I honestly didn't think I would love this much how these markers perform. They can give you a little bit of trouble when you're using them on regular paper, so you have to be careful with them. But they certainly make the designs pop out, and even if they're simple, I believe they look really stunning. Remember that not so long ago I published a couple of videos when I was trying out these markers, so make sure to check those videos out. I'll leave the links right here on the screen and of course in the description box. As you can see, the designs of this month aren't that complicated. Apart from the cover, there aren't a lot of illustrations. But sometimes things that are simple really make a difference when it comes to elegance, especially when you select the right colors. The contrast between the color of the papers, black and white, the help of those glitter and metallic markers, along with my gel pens and my fine liners. Not to mention the beautiful washi that I've used so little and yet is just a wonderful addition to these designs. It's something that I know anyone can reproduce in their own journal. Thank you so much for staying till the very end. What do you think of the video? I'm really proud of it. I think it looks really elegant and really, I don't know, like with this New Year vibe that I wanted to give it. And besides, it's so, I think, relatable to the song and especially to the whole gypsy mystical theme. So I really hope you liked it too. Before you go, I just wanted you to take one last glimpse of my notebook because I made a few changes here and there that I know you're gonna appreciate. So let's do that and then let's wrap up this video. You know, it's not usual that I use watercolors in my journal because the paper that the journals have is not well watercolor, resistant. But since I was using black paper, I thought that I could play around with it a little bit. But I have used watercolors before in another planning video, which is my It's Getting Bizarre June plan, which I absolutely adore. If you haven't seen my June video, you need to check it out. It's probably my favorite video of the year, so check that out. These metallic watercolors that I've got really make a difference when you use them, to decorate your artwork. So if you're liking those metallic watercolors, you can check the unboxing video. Keep in mind that I have a whole playlist dedicated to art material, and there's a lot of things that you can find there. And this is it for today. Thank you very much for joining me. And have a great day, a wonderful week, an amazing month. And I'll see you really soon before the year ends because we have to plan the following year, right? My God, 2022. Who could imagine that? Keep creative, keep safe, and always, always be kind. And I'll see you soon. Bye.
Please like and share my video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you next time.